Secretary General. Thank you. Secretary General, President of the General Assembly, Ministers, Excellencies, Sisters, and brothers, thank you so much for today. I also want to acknowledge the presence of the wonderful guests we have, Reese Witherspoon, and the superhero of Black Panther, Danai Gurarus. She is in the house. Thank you to both of you for being here. We welcome the 2018 observance of International Women's Day. Every year, this celebration grows stronger and bigger, celebrated by women and an increasing number of men everywhere in the world. It is important that this occasion leads us to significant results for the changes that we seek every year. Today we celebrate the power of activism that can bring change for all women. We celebrate solidarity of the sisterhood of humanity, not the brotherhood of man. Our program today underlines that this is a tipping point moment for the world. All of us can contribute to ensuring that the balance swings one way only and never goes back, that the pendulum swings one way only and never goes back. Our Secretary General is taking a tough stance on the ending of all forms of harassment and sexual assault in the United Nations and everywhere in the world where it occurs. Thank you, Secretary General, for leading from the front. We remember that for generations, women have been fighting for their rights and making their voices heard all over the world. And we need to continue until we have won our victories. We have some evidence of the resolve in this room today. Let us see who is in the house today. We have Latin America, the Nia Maos Uno in the house. Thank you for being here. We have the French women supporting the movement of activism in the house, the Balance Ton Paul. We have the West African women celebrating the win in the ECOWAS courts. And we have the wonderful Bring Back Our Girls movement. We have the Middle East call to end Marry Your Rapist. We have the North American Time's Up. And we have in the house the Me Too. So what we are about today is bringing everybody in one room. Take Hollywood to the farmland and farmland to Hollywood, because this struggle is universal. Women and girls in rural areas, indigenous women, human rights defenders who have fought and even lost their lives protecting their land need to be supported, but their struggles need to be celebrated and made visible. Rural women must not be invisible. We celebrate the creation of Spotlight, an AU-supported fund to fight gender-based violence in Asia, Africa, Latin America. It is determined to engage the United Nations, governments, women, and civil society to rid all forms of violence against women. We celebrate the announcements of UN sister agencies that work on ending child marriage, that in the last decade, we are beginning to see the decline of this harmful cultural practice. We welcome and celebrate the activism of our Gambian Regional Goodwill Ambassador, and listen to this. She is a Nobel Prize nominee for her work on ending FGM and child marriage. Can you imagine child marriage, FGM, and a Nobel Peace Prize together in one sentence? This is tipping point. This is change. At CSW 62, we must generate global consensus to accelerate the much-needed end of all forms of discrimination against women, because an injury to one is an injury to all, and time is up. Thank you.